Hello everyone, welcome back to JCfinger. This is LENDI Empire Season 1 Episode 4. We left off in the last episode where there was a beautiful surprise birthday party at this residence, and she finds out that this house was given to her as a special gift from Nuba, the love of her life. But she's obviously now gone ahead to make a few changes in the property. Not so much, but I'm just going to show you one of the main changes that were made. There is a grand fireplace here. So for those of you who have already downloaded this house on the Sims 4 gallery, do realize that you won't see this grand fireplace here. But yeah, she's got lots of flowers in here because she loves gardening, and I thought it was a brilliant touch to this living room. And she took off some of the archways in the dining room and placed windows and curtains and some lovely furnishings and ornaments. Now we're going to go and catch up with her as she's busy with her morning routine. She's done some yoga and now she's gone for a lovely swim in the pool out back. It's a busy day for Agnes. She is a woman of leisure, but she still works very hard. She owns a number of stores, and today she's going to be at her wedding store in town, where a very important client will be coming over for a wedding fitting. She has to go through her final choices, and hopefully they should close the deal today. So she'll have some breakfast, and her friend, her bestie, Nancy Landgrab, will be coming round to join her to hitch a ride into town.
Good morning, Hadija. Yes, of course, you can open the store. And if the client gets there before I do, then serve her breakfast and keep her engaged until I get there. I should be in town within the hour. Yes, well, that's a good idea. Then make sure that the wedding dresses are outlined in the fitting rooms. Well, you've done that, so that's great. Well, I've got to go. I'll see you soon. Bye.
This is one of Nuba's recent acquisitions. He's just purchased a beautiful yacht that I built myself. It's on the gallery, so go ahead and download it. And it actually has a control room where the sailor can sit down and sail away. Now I'm going to give you a very quick tour, but I won't go as far as the basement where there are other accommodations. I used a DJ booth for the control room, as you can see here, and he kind of just leaps up onto that seat and then controls the desk, so I think that's great. So everything here is functioning, and he sometimes plays music from there, which is brilliant, so it's like a party yacht. Downstairs we have the master suite. It's very snug, cozy and elegant, and it looks really nice. I love the wood on the floor, and he has a closet that faces the bedroom, so that's kind of what splits this room from the ensuite bathroom. It's made of glass, and there's a mirror in the center and a television as well for him to watch telly while he's aboard the sea. And I thought that this blue worked well inside the yacht. The blue backdrop, the bubbles, the blue curtains, the side tables, the lamps. Fantastic. I just thought that was more than enough. I didn't need to make it very busy or heavily decorated. Sometimes simple and elegant works best. Now that's the ensuite bathroom here. And this beautiful chandelier pours down to the bar, so you can look over into the bar from his bedroom, and that's fantastic. So yeah, it's got a very nice snug living room with a massive television behind the bar. And I felt, yeah, from some of the pictures that I've seen of yachts, this is sort of what you would find at the bottom, the first floor. And yeah, there's a dance floor as well right in front, so they can party all night, and a set of glass doors open up onto a pool on the yacht. So, without much further ado, we need to mojo on along because Nuba is expecting someone and we need to catch up with them and see what he's been up to. Well, well, well. Nice to meet you, Nuba. As busy as he is, we have Agnes, who has just finished her delicious, lovely piece of cake. And in no time, she should be setting out because Nancy would be here and they'll be heading off to town.
Oh, the toy, Skiba. Gilna Blanche. Cool.
We're finally here, and Agnes is right in the middle of a busy day. She's already with her client, sitting down. While they get to talking, I will show you a few changes I made to the wedding store. Some of you have already downloaded this, but I've just gone ahead to warm it up a bit and inject some color and some vibrance. When we came here the first time, she had just purchased it, right? So again, I've gone on to warm it up just a little, put a lot of drapes in there, make it nice and warm and elegant. I absolutely love these curtains here, and yeah, I think just a touch of color made it a little bit more welcoming, I'd say. So we have Miss Cleveland here, who is your typical bridezilla. She is really going on about what she wants, what she doesn't want, and Agnes is doing everything to take the order down, and it's a tall order, okay? As you do. But she is very good at what she does, and she is determined to make sure that this client is very satisfied. Her wedding's on a sunny day. She's thinking about herself, as brides do, and she is thinking of the food, the wine, you know, everything that you would think of as a bride, including fights, apparently. Well, in no time, we're going to go upstairs and go through some fittings. She asked Khadija, the staff member at the store, to make sure that they had narrowed down the wedding dress options that the bride had gone for. So she's going to go through a few of them right now. And I realize in the collection that we have, you could, of course, just transform any old dress there into a white dress and it could pass for a wedding gown. We'll see that in a minute. But yeah, Agnes usually sections off the fitting room area for special clients so that they get her undivided attention and they basically feel like they're getting their money's worth. But I'm sure Agnes is just sat there thinking, for goodness sake, could you just get into the clothes already? Well, here's a collection that I put together. The vampire collection is really good. I like these two dresses and you could totally wear this to a wedding. And I went for the option of the Diwali hairdo. It's brilliant because it's got all the detail on it. This is a dress we already have in the game. I thought that the soft touch of pink would be brilliant as an option. And this is quite traditional. Very nice, very lovely. This is one I didn't think I'd use for a wedding dress, but it's fabulous. It's high-end. This looks a bit traditional in some way with the embroidery, and this is quite nice too. You could see this lady walking down the aisle, and that works as a wedding dress. This too has a traditional touch. And I thought this option as well works brilliantly as a wedding dress. Also, which one do you think you would have gone for a wedding dress? Let me know in the comments below. Miss Cleveland has already made a choice. And so it's the highlight of Agnes's day when the bride-to-be says she's made a choice, and it's like, oh, finally. Because brides are quite hard to please, you know. But this is a very good day for her. It's done, and Agnes can then go off, close the store, and go and take care of her little grandchild. She had promised to go over to Ike's house today and tuck in little Eve. So we get to see her in her element as a grandmother. Let's not forget she has a responsibility as a grandparent. But before she sets out, she gets a very disturbing call. A source confirms that they'd seen Nuba at a yacht in the company of a beautiful woman in a compromising position. Agnes tries to talk it away and plays it down and says that she's sure it's just a client, and Nuba does have female contacts. But she's doing this so as to put an end to the speculation. But she has already decided that she's going to immediately head off to the location where he's made the purchase, just to clarify for herself, because she's already aware of the kind of man he is. But just then, she gets a call from Ike saying, "We're still expecting you, wondering if you're going to come over to the house and hang out." And now she becomes really depressed because she never breaks her engagements with her grandkids. She's meant to read the little girl a story and tuck her in, and now there's this complication. So she agrees to quickly drive down, but she's got to keep on a smiley face, even though her heart is breaking, you know. It's a very awkward position to be put in, where you've got to smile and engage, but something else is tearing you up inside. Anyway, she has arrived at their home, and she's, having a good chat and laugh with Amma, who is Ike's living girlfriend. They're not married. If you remember, I said this in the very first episode, but they have a daughter together. And Ike is basically not having a very good day, and it's quite nice when the grandmother comes around to diffuse the atmosphere and be like a third parent to the little girl upstairs. Eve is the first toddler that I made in the game. And she is just adorable. But yeah, I decided, being the first toddler, why not have an exquisite grandmother? So it's time to put her to bed. This house is also on the gallery, so if you want it, you can have it. But this is where Ike lives. He lives moderately, not like his brother Myson. It's a nice, cute little home. So go ahead and have a look at it. But yeah, the parents are in to also say goodnight to the little girl. And Grandma is going to read her a beautiful story. See? Ike isn't doing very well now, is he? So, story time.
Vinaya Wallake. Wallake Ereshub. Adunda Wallake Ereshub New Ya. Waba Hai Sochim.
Little one has fallen to sleep, and it's time for Agnes to set out and race down to her original destination. Now she has divided attention, as you can see, that she's got to do this so she can be sure for herself that this is either the truth or it's just a rumor, But she's got to find out somehow.
JCfinger. So fun.
What can we say? Now Agnes knows what she already knew, or didn't she? It's quite complicated, right? She thought she was special and could make an honest man out of Playboy Nuba. This is both her son's worst nightmare. But having said that, she deserves to find love. She deserves to try and take the risk. Having made herself terribly ill from crying, she's taken some medication and hopefully she can calm herself down.